What if the reason you're overpaying the IRS isn't your CPA, it's your setup? I am Larry Davis, founder of Tax Help. We help business owners to clean up their book, reduce their tax bills, and finally get control of their finances. A lot of owners think filing taxes once a year is enough. It's not. Choosing the wrong structure, mixing expenses, or missing 1099 reports can trigger audits or drain cash fast. We handle the structure, cleanup, and strategy, so you keep more of what you earn. If you're a small business owner or self-employed, this Tax Top Strategies will help you minimize your tax problems. The foundation of real growth.
Are you running a business or just busy? A lot of owners confuse activity with progress. You're working nonstop, but if you can't tell me your profit, your margins, or your growth rate, you're not in control, you're just reacting. Knowing your numbers isn't about spreadsheets, it's about clarity. It shows where the money's going, what's working, and where to focus your energy. That's how you turn long hours into real growth.
The cost of avoiding your taxes.
Here's the truth. Avoiding your taxes doesn't make them go away. The longer you wait, the bigger the problem grows. Penalties stack up, interest piles on, and that heavy stress, it doesn't leave. But here's the good news. Accountability is the first step toward freedom. When you finally face it, you realize it's not as scary as it felt. With the right plan, the IRS can be managed, payments can be structured. If you've been putting off your taxes and you're ready to finally get ahead of it, and peace of mind is possible.
The hidden cost of messy books.
Clean books equals lower taxes. Dirty books equals IRS audit. If your books are a mess, your tax return is guesswork. That means missed deductions, higher tax bills, and red flags for the IRS. But when your books are clean, every deduction is tracked, your numbers line up, and your return gets filed with confidence. We've seen clients save thousands just by cleaning up their records, because clean books aren't just paperwork, they're your best defense.
Real results, real clients.
Don't take my word for it.
Listen to this, I owed the IRS over $50,000. Larry's team handled everything, set up a payment plan I could actually afford, and gave me my life back.
That's what we do every single day. Take people from stress, fear, and sleepless nights to relief, structure, and peace of mind. Whether it's tax debt, messy books, or IRS letters piling up, we've solved it before, and we can solve it for you too.
The fastest path to tax relief.
From IRS panic to peace of mind in just 60 days. It starts with fear, letters piling up, bank accounts at risk, wages threatened. The IRS feels like a wall you can't climb. We step in. First, we clean up the books so the IRS sees the real numbers. Then we negotiate structured payments you can actually afford. Within weeks, the pressure eases. No more fear, no more sleepless nights.
Plan, don't react, and save more.
This mindset shift saved one client $12,000. See, they used to wait until tax season and just react to whatever the IRS threw at them. That always ends up costing more. Here's the shift. Stop reacting, start planning. We built a strategy before the year ended, mapping out deductions, structuring their income, and making sure their money worked smarter instead of harder. Because of that, they kept $12,000 that would have been gone forever. That's the power of planning, thinking like a CEO, not just a taxpayer.
The best entity to save on taxes.
Switching to an S Corp could save you over $10,000 a year. If you're self-employed, you're paying 15.3% in self-employment tax on all your profit. But with an S Corp, you can split income, part salary, part distribution. You only pay payroll tax on the salary portion.
Financial clarity starts with clean numbers.
Here's what real financial clarity looks like. This is a profit and loss statement. It shows revenue, subtracts costs and expenses, and reveals what you actually keep. In this example, $60,000 in sales drops to just $9,000 profit. Sales don't tell the whole story, and the P&L does. We build these for clients every month, so you always know exactly where your business stands.
The missing piece in most tax strategies.
Your CPA files, we plan. Tax prep is backward looking. You hand in your W-2s, 1099s, and receipts, and they file the return. Important, but it doesn't save you money. Strategy is forward looking. It's choosing the right entity, timing big purchases, and maximizing deductions like mileage, home office, and retirement contributions before you ever file.
Avoid penalties, report payments correctly.
Are you reporting your workers' payments correctly? If you pay workers, here's where a lot of businesses slip up not knowing if their worker is a W-2 employee or independent contractor. If you set their schedule, provide tools or supplies, and they work mainly for you, chances are that's a W-2 employee. That means payroll taxes, Social Security, Medicare, and year-end reporting. Misclassify them as a 1099, and you could end up owing back taxes, penalties, and interest. I see this mistake all the time. The good news, when you set this up correctly from the start, you protect your business and your employee.
Keep your accounts clean, avoid an audit.
This one mistake triggers audits fast, and too many small business owners are still doing it, mixing personal and business expenses. You buy gas, dinner, and printer ink all on the same account. To the IRS, that screams sloppy. It makes taxes harder, bookkeeping a mess, and raises red flags during audits. The fix? Simple. Separate accounts for business, clean records, peace of mind.
The right way to pay and classify caregivers.
The biggest tax mistake healthcare owners make could cost you thousands. It's misclassifying workers as contractors when they're actually employees. The IRS looks at control, schedules, and job duties, not just the title you give them. Get it wrong, and you could face back taxes, interest, and penalties that add up fast. Don't risk it. We'll review your classifications and keep you compliant.
Pros and cons, Schedule C versus 1120S.
Schedule C versus Form 1120S. Don't guess your way through tax season. Schedule C is simple. Just you and your business, but you're taxed on 100% of your profit. Form 1120S lets you share income split tax burdens, and maybe even save on self-employment tax. Choosing the wrong one could cost you.
File your taxes on time.
Haven't filed taxes in years? You're not alone. Thousands of people fall behind. Life happens. Illness, divorce, job loss, or just plain overwhelm. I see it all the time. The IRS isn't out to ruin your life, but they do want you to get current. The good news, you don't have to file every year at once. We'll help you prioritize the right years and get organized. First steps, gather any notices or tax docs you still have. We'll request transcripts directly from the IRS.
Understanding profit versus cash flow.
Your profit isn't what's in your bank account. Surprised? Let me explain. Many business owners think that if their bank account is full, they're profitable. But profit is income minus expenses. And that's very different from cash flow. Cash flow includes things like loan payments, owner draws, equipment purchases, none of which show up as expenses on your profit and loss. So you might show a profit on paper but still feel broke. Or the opposite, your bank looks good, but your business is actually losing money once you factor in everything. That's why we explain income versus cash flow every month for our clients, so you know exactly where you stand.
The tax mistake side hustlers make.
W-2 job and a side hustle, watch out. Taxes aren't what you think. Even with a W-2, your side hustle income isn't covered by your employer. That's where quarterly taxes catch most people off guard. We calculate exactly what you owe before the IRS does.
Financial compliance for assisted living businesses.
Own an assisted living facility? Watch this. One payroll mistake can cost you thousands. Every expense counts. Supplies, training, meals. Miss one, and you risk audits or lost deductions. Pay your staff on time, file payroll taxes correctly, and keep records for at least 4 years. Licensing boards demand compliance. Sloppy books can put your license and your business at risk.
Smart year-end tax strategies.
Lower your tax bill before the year ends. Here's how. If you wait until April, you've already missed your chance. The real tax savings happen now before December 31st. First, max out your retirement contributions. Every dollar you put into your 401k or IRA cuts your taxable income, and future you will thank you. Second, upgrade equipment you actually need. Computers, office furniture, tools. Section 179 can deduct almost all of the purchase price. Third, prepay certain expenses, think rent, insurance, or even supplies. If you pay now, you may get the deduction this year instead of waiting.
Offer and compromise explained.
The IRS can forgive part of your tax debt if you qualify. This program is called an offer in compromise. It lets you settle your IRS debt for less than you owe, legally, but not everyone qualifies. They'll look at your income, expenses, assets, and ability to pay. If it shows you can't afford the full amount, you might get a deal. It's not a quick fix, but if approved, it could save you thousands. Ask if you qualify, and we will assess it for you.
If you're a business owner struggling with back taxes or IRS debt, hit subscribe right now. Every week, I share real strategies to help you reduce what you owe legally. And also, like this video and we'll send you our 10 tax strategies for businesses to reduce their tax bill.